In fact, I can see you smashing the racket. How do you feel?
I feel great.
All right, so what do you want to play tennis for?
I like tennis because it's fun and it's exercising. So it's
all right, what will you tell Home Tennis Clinic coming to Kumasi for the first time ever?
I'm very happy that we played because it's not every time that we get to play tennis like this.
All right, what's your name? All right, how old are you? All right, so tell us, how do you feel playing tennis? All right, why are you playing tennis? Wow, you can hear that. It makes you feel happy.
Thank you very much. So those were some highlights there. So Enock is in the house. The guy that really is pushing us into it. How was Kumasi first time staging it there? Share the experience with us.
Thank you for having me, Tio. Like I said, actually when I came here, Kumasi was going to be big because this is the first time we're going to the Ashanti region, and we got to Kumasi, and Kumasi turned up, and Kumasi, put the lights down, on the court. The kids had a blast, the coaches, everything was on point. They were so happy to have, Hope Performance Tennis in Kumasi, and we were so excited to be there. We had a lot of kids that haven't played tennis before, step on the tennis court for the first time, holding a tennis racket for the first time, and they enjoyed the moment, to the fullest, and they were so happy and can't wait to have Hope Performance Tennis come back to Kumasi next year.
The way you are talking and you sound so excited, it means that then you're falling in love with Kumasi.
I am really falling in love in Kumasi. There are some few things, that happen in Kumasi, which since I started having my program in 2018, hasn't happened before, and that alone, gave me a little bit, more like excitement about going to Kumasi. Like the people over there love to play the game. They want the push. The girls, we spoke with the young girls over there, and they were like, enthusiasts to be playing the sports, and we are also ready, to support them if that's the case.
Oh. And so meaning that there has been the hunger for events like this.
Yep.
Clinics like this.
Exactly.
To really get first timers.
Exactly.
Okay. So did you get the feeling that Kumasi will be a fertile ground for Ghana to produce a champion?
Kumasi used to be, a fertile ground. Kumasi used to bring some good players, and all the coaches that was there, were coaches that, they played they participated in the national level. And they were all in Kumasi, so I was telling them, and I was asking why do they think we're not being able to provide or to produce players, from Kumasi, because Kumasi now, like majority of the schools, when you go there, they are building tennis courts, on their facility, so this is the time the coaches has to take an opportunity, of this and go to the schools and tell them, hey, we want you to add tennis to your PE, so we can have coaches that will come out and teach the kids, even if after school program. Because since you have the tennis courts, on the facility, you have to make a good use of it, So, talking to some coaches or having some coaches come around, after school program and do like a 2 hours or hour and a half clinic, for the kids. Definitely, we're going to be getting some talent, from those positions as well.
Did you get any indication from teachers, PE masters, parents about coming back quickly and don't doing it only once in a year stuff?
Yes, you hear people saying that a lot. They be like, hey, we hope we could be getting stuff like this, frequently, maybe 3-4 times a year. That will create more awareness, to our kids, to fall in love, in the sport. Because when it happens once like this, and you go and nobody else come to support, and the same organization has to come back the following year to support again. At times it doesn't give the kids that energy that they're looking for. So if we get more organizations like this that are traveling to other regions, don't just come to Accra. Accra is already packed. You know, you want to go to different regions and give them the opportunity. You want to go to those virgin regions that doesn't have, you know, access to tennis and give them the opportunity also, you know, to play the game. So, I mean, they were so ready and excited for us to come back, you know, to host the game.
You decided to categorize the ages from 8
to 16.
But you saw younger ones less than 8.
Oh yeah, so we saw younger ones less than 8. Normally in our clinics, you know, our goal is to focus on 8 at the age of 8, you know, to 16. But then we saw younger ones who are less than 8, you know, also were there, and we include them into the game because I mean, the game of the tennis you can start as low as at the age of 4 years old, you know, so we include them and make sure they are enjoying their time, they're having fun as well, you know, so yeah, it was amazing.
So now we're shifting focus. You said you go to Kumasi and come to Accra. When is the Accra one taking place?
So the Accra one is this weekend. You know, it's taking place Friday and Saturday. So Saturday is going to be the main event. You know, the Saturday is going to be the clinic where we have beginners, kids that haven't played tennis before, kids that haven't touched tennis racket before. Saturday, that's what we're going to be doing in Accra, you know, at the Accra Sports Stadium, you know, to give opportunity to other children who hasn't played any sports before. They might be coming to the stadium, touching tennis racket for the first time, and that's going to be, you know, their talent, you know, discovered right there. That's going to be something that they will fall in love to, and then the next thing you see, they become the next champions for Ghana and representing, you know, the country on the international level, you know. So Saturday is going to be our Hope Clinic, where we give opportunity to young children to show their talent, where we give opportunity for coaches to identify and recognize talent, you know, and give them the opportunity as well. So if you are out there, you know, in Osu area, Teshi, Nungwa, Labari, all over Accra, Saturday at the Accra Sports Stadium, starting at 9 o'clock all the way to 2:30, you know, we're going to be at Accra Sports Stadium, you know, to give these kids the opportunity, to give them the chance to bring the fun to them, because tennis is all about fun. And through fun, that's how somebody will fall in love, you know, into something. Because if you're not having fun with something, there's no way you want to go back there because you're not having fun. So we give these kids the opportunity to have fun, because we know and believe by having fun, that's how they'll find their sport, or that's where they'll find, you know, exactly what they're looking for. So that's why we want to make the environment very, you know, fun aspect for them as well. At the same time, teaching them the tennis and then trying to discover, you know, which ones are going to be the potential ones, you know, moving forward as well.
From the day you set your foot that I will do this, you've been going through this. This is the 8th.
Yes, this is the seventh edition.
One.
Yeah.
And so, if you look back, where will you say you've reached so far?
So far, so good. We've reached very, 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 very far. I'll give ourselves, you know, 110%. You know, starting from 2018, you know, all the way to today. You know, the involvement, that is the impact that the organization is making on the life of these young children. I mean, you wouldn't believe it.
So, for instance, if you are looking at the positives, some of the positives, can you boldly declare on national TV that through the Hope Tennis Clinic, talent have been spotted?
Oh,
can you say something like
yes,
that?
Yes, I can say something like that.
Tennis fraternity can confirm.
I mean, here's the thing. With Hope Performance Tennis, since we started 2018, we make sure that we have the track record. And if I mention a kid name here, and you go to our pictures from 2018 to today, and you will not see those faces when they were like 13 years old, 12 years old. That's when you will find them there, and today they are playing on the higher level. So if I tell you that Hope Performance Tennis has contributed into the success of this person, you cannot doubt me, because the picture is there when he was a kid, when he attended our program.
So you can boldly declare, because the tennis fraternity, they watch us here. So you can say that you have a player that is currently playing in the juniors, or let's say the seniors, has had a feel with Hope Tennis before. You can boldly say that.
Oh yeah. I mean, near Accra, Junior, Coach Noah's son.
Okay.
You know, Junior, you know, Frimpong, all these kids, they were part of the whole program from 2018. Each and every program that we do, 2018. Now, here's the thing. Now, when it comes to tennis development, or when it comes to supporting, tennis or supporting the young ones that are playing the game, gone are the days when people come to do clinic, right? When they come and do the clinic, okay, me as a tennis player, all I need is to get one tennis racket. All I need is to get one tennis shoe. All I need is to get a strings. Now that tennis racket and the shoe and the strings that I'll get is gonna carry me through the months, to like maybe 3 to 6 months in between. Now 3 to 6 months in between, I've been able to train all because I got that one string from that clinic.
Okay.
You see, so those are some of the things that also contribute into the development, of this kid. So by coming to the clinic and by getting, because the equipment is what you need to be able to continue with your tennis journey.
So you mean for Hope Tennis, you don't only give them the racket, you let them keep it?
Exactly. So previously, when we do our programs, we share the rackets out. But then we begin to recognize that normally when we give the racket out, most of the ones that are interested, they don't get the racket, but then they are the ones that want to play. And the ones that are not really interested, they will get the racket. Then when they go home, they don't return the racket because they came and get a program. So now we move from giving the racket out to the kids to giving the racket to the organization. So like Winneba, for instance, when we go to Winneba, when the kids come to the clinic, we don't give the racket out to them. We give the racket, the balls, the strings, and the shoes, and the clothes to the National Sports College for the development of the kids. So today, when a kid walks there with that racket, there's a racket available to give to that person to go and play the game. Okay. So instead of giving it out, we give it.
For instance, I come and you give me one. I go and stay at home.
Exactly.
I don't come and practice.
Exactly.
This time, any day I come to any of the tennis courts that Hope Performance Clinic has been there.
Exactly.
I'm guaranteed that without a racket, without a shoe, I can get a shoe.
Exactly.
I can get a
racket.
Get a racket. Get a ball.
Exactly.
To practice with.
Exactly.
When I finish, I go. I come back again.
Exactly. That's the game.
Okay.
You see, because we want to make sure each and every kid that will step their foot on the tennis court, it shouldn't be an issue for them to play the game. So if the equipment is already there, then that makes it more easier for them, to just jump in and be like, hey,
meaning that Accra too is going to benefit. Accra, the clubs are many. And
exactly.
So if all of them are to even send reps of 10, the number will be huge. In terms of your planning, how many are you expecting at the Accra Sports Stadium tennis court?
So right now?
Yes.
So right now, the Accra Sports Stadium tennis court, we are expecting to have between 300 to 500 kids.
Okay.
That's the goal. And in Accra, the kids just troop in.
Okay.
The kids just troop in, and that's the idea. That's exactly what we're looking for.
So you have the capacity to hold all of them?
Oh, yeah.
To make sure that everybody smiles. Everybody at least gets an opportunity to play tennis.
That's our goal.
So
that's the goal.
So I'm looking at the fact that the kids will come in their numbers. I've seen some before come in their numbers. In terms of even getting the rackets, some will come with theirs, but the ones available, can it cater for all of them?
So this is what we do as an organization. Now we have categories of activities that we do.
Okay.
Now one court is going to be for an agility drill, court, and then the other court is going to be forehand backhand drills. The center court, that's where we have all the beginners. Okay. Now all the beginners don't necessarily need tennis rackets to perform the tennis skills, with the tennis racket. Okay. So all we need is the beginners are going to be on the center court, and all they need is hand and eye coordination. Hand and eye coordination, bouncing and catching, tossing among each other, rolling and stuff. So that's where we start them from. So from the beginner level, we don't put rackets in their hands.
Okay, great.
So from the
so this is how it's going to be. What should parents expect? Because some will come, they are watching, and some will come with their children to really come and have a feel of it. The girls especially, those coming up. And so, what should they expect when they come?
I mean, when they come on Saturday, they should expect fun. Fun is the first thing that we do as an organization. We want to make sure everybody that comes there is in right mind, having a good time. Then from there, because we have coaches, that are going to be in every angle, every direction to make sure they are moving the kids in the right position. They are teaching them the right things to be done. And I believe and trust in these coaches that they have been there before, so they have the capacity and they have the ability to make it very possible, for this case. Like I'm saying, bring your kids, to the Accra Sports Stadium, on Saturday, because on Friday the goal is to do the junior national ranking invitation tournament. So the top 3 from each categories, we are looking to have them, to play the tournament on Friday. So the Friday is not going to be the clinic, but the clinic is going to be on Saturday. That's where, if you haven't played tennis before, if this is your first time, parents, you want your kids to try, just bring them to the Accra Sports Stadium. And like I said, everything is free. Free uniforms, free food, free refreshment, everything all there is free.
Okay. We are checking out from the studio. I want you to leave a message to Ghanaians. Personally, what do you want to achieve this season with these 2 clinics you felt? What really do you want to achieve?
So what we really want to achieve this season for these clinics that we're doing this year, the first thing is to bring more kids into the sports, especially girls. More girls into the sports. The secondly, we want to see them stay in the sports. So we're communicating with the clubs and the coaches that, hey, these kids, this is what we did from them. We want to make sure we're giving them the opportunity. So when the equipment are given to you, make sure the equipment is going to be used in the rightful way, where when the kids come to the tennis court, they will get access, to tennis rackets, because we know how expensive it is, to play the sports. So our goal is to make sure we bring more kids, more new kids into the game, give them the opportunity to showcase their talent, give them the opportunity to show the country what they got.
Great. And so viewers, so all roads will be leading to the Accra Sports Stadium. It's all about having fun, tennis. And so bring them along. If even your children love to swim and let them add tennis to it and see where they can find their balance. So Enock here has been championing this with his team, and wish him all the best. We'll be on the court on Saturday to really see how things go and come and report. The next time Enock comes here, we'll not be talking only about tennis. He's a bodybuilder and he's a pro. And so we'll come and talk about that one. We'll dedicate that time to talk about bodybuilding and where it has taken him to and stuff like that. So it's 1 and 2 and 3. So thank you very much, Enock.
Thank you very much.
And then thank you also for doing the watching. Follow us on YouTube. Go to Theo Sampa and then get more of the update on sports there. Bye for now. Have a lovely day.